What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to the video. And today I'll teach you guys the top 5 side hustles that you can start in 2026 to get some money. Come on, 2026 is a year that we all buy supercars, we all buy BMWs, we all buy Hellcats, we all buy Mercedes, we all buy Trackhawks, whatever car you want. The year 2026 is the year that you're gonna make it happen. All right, no more talking about 2025 was my year, 2024 was my year, 2023 was my year. Guys, no, take action and start now. If you do not start now, you're never gonna start. Come on, let's go. Starting off with number 1, these will not be in numeric order. They're gonna be random. So just because it's number 1 does not mean that it's the top. No, I'm gonna be going at random, off top of my head. So yeah, let's go. Number 1 is starting a clothing brand. Now, if you like fashion, if you're into dressing cool, if you have like a fashion following already, if you like doing fashion content, anything fashion related, if you like thrifting, if you like getting fly, if you like putting on that outfit, if you like getting complimented by girls, I think that me personally, I think that you should start a clothing brand. Now, starting a clothing brand is not just about putting a design on a t-shirt and calling it a day. No. And if you guys want to go shop my brand, growlocker.com right here on screen, and then also first link in bio. But starting a clothing brand is an actual business. It's way more complicated than just slapping a design on a t-shirt and saying, go buy my hoodie, go buy my t-shirt. Guys, go buy my hoodie now, please. No, it's much more complicated than that. Now, if you're willing to put in the work, put in the effort, put in the sweat and dedication that comes with it, you can make a lot of money. Me personally, I'm mid-tier. There's A tier, B tier, C tier. Right now, I'm B tier. A tier is your beginners. They're making like 10K a month. They're doing pretty good. You know, they're doing all right. B tier, you have people making 50K a month, 100K a month, 200K a month. I'm in that range, right? And then C tier, you have people making over $1 million revenue per month by having a clothing brand, right? An apparel brand. So there's different levels to it. If you guys want more like advice on like how to actually start, all the ins and outs of everything, all the intricate details, I do have a lot of videos on my channel about how to start and scale your clothing brand. I'm gonna keep it like base level for everybody in this video and not get anybody confused or not make you guys click out the video and get bored and go to sleep, right? So I'm gonna keep everything base level so everybody can understand it, right? So the basic concept of starting a clothing brand, you come up with the name, right? So let's just say Grow Locker. You come up with the overall vibe. So what do you want your brand to be? Do you want it to be streetwear? Do you want it to be athletic? Do you want it to be whatever, right? What do you want your stuff to be? So let's say you choose streetwear. So once you choose that, once you know what your niche is, so you want to do like streetwear products, understand your audience. Who buys streetwear clothes? Mainly younger people, younger guys, younger girls, usually like teenagers, right? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, right? So you kind of know what your target audience is, so that way once you start making content and when you're making your designs, you know who to push it out to. And then once you figure out your niche, then you want to figure out what product do you want to drop first. Now, make sure that you drop the correct product for the correct season. If it's summertime, drop t-shirts, shorts, accessories, necklaces, stuff like that, right? If it's wintertime, you might want to focus on like hoodies, jackets, jeans, stuff like that, right? So make sure that your clothing brand fits the season perfectly. I do not want you guys dropping hoodies in the summer because it's going to be a little bit harder. It might sell, but it is going to be a little bit harder just because nobody's going to really be buying, you know, hoodies like that in the summer. So it's always best to just make it easier on yourself and make clothes based off the current season that we're in, right? So next step, you come up with the product that you want to make. Let's say it's a t-shirt. Then you either find a designer on Fiverr, Instagram, you ask one of your homies that can design, whoever can design stuff, you ask them to design something for you, or you do it yourself on, I think it's Procreate, I believe. Yeah, Procreate, I believe. I think so. Or Adobe Lightroom, any app that you can edit and draw on. You can even use PixArt. You can use, what is it called? Come on, Canva. There we go, right there. Any app like that where you can just design something, you can do it yourself or you can pay somebody. Once you get the design, you send it over to your manufacturer, boom, they make it, you order a sample, get that sample, promote the sample, you drop that, and then you get the orders in, take the money, you buy the bulk order, and then boom, ship out orders, and pretty much rinse and repeat that. But as far as clothing brand, I will rank it A tier just because of how there's no like cap to it. Like if you drop a really good collection, if you drop a really good piece, you're gonna get a lot of freaking sales. You don't even understand. I know so many people that have dropped their first collection and they made 30K their first drop, 50K their first drop, just because they dropped a really good piece and it went viral. It went a little bit viral on social media, right? So it's all about just putting in time and effort and making pieces that people will actually buy. Don't rush it, all right? So clothing brand, A tier. Now for number 2, before I recommend you guys day trading, I want to say that I lost about $30,000, $32,000 to be exact, day trading. So do not treat it like a side hustle. I would say if you are gonna day trade, if you're gonna swing trade, if you're gonna trade Forex, if you're gonna trade crypto, whatever trading you wanna do, treat it as a full-time job. Make sure that you're doing market research. Make sure that you're putting extra hours in on the weekend. Make sure you're evaluating your trades. Make sure you pay attention to your P&L, your profit and loss. Make sure that you back test your strategies. Make sure that you are a part of like some type of community so that way you guys can brainstorm ideas, have a watch list of stocks, all that stuff. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. But make sure you guys are just being careful because you can lose a lot of money day trading if you're just being careless, saying, oh, I'm gonna buy 5 options of Tesla, or 5 calls of Tesla, right? And I'm gonna pray it goes up. No, if you do that, you're gonna lose a lot of money. But the upside though is that day trading, all you need is yourself. You don't need logistics, you don't need a team, you don't need a whole setup of people. It can be just you and you can still make a lot of money, dude. Now, you do see the bigger traders, they have like a group of people around them, so that way they can have multiple people looking at multiple different things at one time. And then also just having that environment of people who are just like pushing you to go harder and actually lock in, that's also good as well. But in the beginning, I would say be very, very careful. Do not overtrade. Do not dump. If you have 5K in your bank account, do not dump that whole entire 5K. Start off with like $100, $200, $300 and learn, dude. Make sure if you are gonna watch YouTube videos about day trading, do not listen to every single YouTuber you see out there that talks about day trading, because most of them are selling courses and they're just trying to make you buy their course. So just be super duper careful about that, all right? But overall, the upside of day trading is that you do not need anybody. You don't need a whole team. All you need is yourself, and learn how to control your emotions, and you have to be pretty good at like pattern recognition essentially. And I do like how people say that day trading is like educational or educated gambling. I guess you could say it like that. I don't like iffy on people. When people say that, it's like, because like it's not really. See, that's a debate. You guys let me know. Is day trading educational gambling? Because you are putting in like the work, you're back testing, you're looking at strategies, you're setting a P&L. Because at the end of the day, nobody knows what the market is gonna do. You're not the market maker. You're not the Rockefeller. You're not, you feel me? You're not the top dog. So you don't know what the market is going to do unless you have insider information. Well, that's a different story. If you have insider information, hey, message me, please hook me up, right? But the overall upside of day trading is insane. You guys see all the people out here buying Lambos at 18, buying Lambos at 19, 20, 21, 22, 25, 30, right? Day trading, you can make so much money, right? But you have to be super duper careful. But with that being said, I'm gonna rank day trading probably a B tier. So right under A tier, I'll mark it B tier, just because you can make a lot of money, but at the same time, social media does not show that most people that start day trading lose a lot of money. They only show the people who are actually like selling courses and making money from those courses, claiming that they day trade. So just be super duper careful if you are gonna day trade. So let's go into the third side hustle, and that is freelance brand scaling, owning a social media marketing agency. That's what it's really called. I know creators like Brez and I think Harley and all these other people who have renamed it SMMA to freelance brand scaling. It's the same thing. All you're doing is running the marketing for these companies, right? So I have a clothing brand and yo, Brez, I need help with my marketing. Can you help me? I need help running ads. Can you help me? Yeah, bro, I got you. We can do this, but I'm gonna take 10% of whatever the ads make you. Boom. That's how those people make so much money. So imagine I'm managing like 20, 30 people at one time, right? With my SMMA business, my freelance brand scaling agency, and one person makes 10K, another person makes 100K, another person makes $1 million, another person makes 5K in a month. You combine all that, you're gonna get 50K a month, 100K a month, right? So owning a freelance brand, SMMA, social media marketing, a marketing agency, let's say that, marketing agency is a very good way to kind of start making money without having to buy inventory, without having to, risk your funds with day trading. All you have to do is, as you can see, I'm in Los Angeles, but all you have to do is call these businesses down here that don't have, let's just say, a website set up. They're not running ads. They're not doing X, Y, and Z. They don't have an actual content team. You come in there with your content team. You guys shoot videos for them. So let's just say I have a friend named Alex. He details cars. What I'm gonna do, yo, Alex, let me be your hire me as your marketing agency, right? So I'm gonna go to Alex when he details somebody's car for his business, right? I'm gonna come with like 2 of my camera guys. We're gonna record some content for him, and then once we record that content, we're gonna upload that to Facebook, and then once we do that, we're gonna run ads on it, right? To get him more clients, more people calling his phone, more leads, right? So overall, it is a grind. It definitely would help if you started a TikTok account and promoted it pretty much. It would be very, very good if you did that, actually. And I would rank social media marketing agency / freelance brand scaling, I would mark that as a A tier, just because all you have to do, well, is pretty much bring money to the business. That's it. You're the middleman. All you're doing is hiring people like cameraman, editors, whatever, right? And hold on, let me rephrase that. All you're doing is you're the middleman, right? You find the person who has a business who needs help. Then you find the problem. Hey, they're not running any ads. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna hire a cameraman, you're gonna hire an editor, they're gonna go shoot content with the business, they're gonna give you the content. Once it's edited, everything's good to go. And then all you're doing is running ads, and then you take whatever percentage you work out with that business, right? It's not that difficult. All you have to do is just putting a little bit of effort and work to it. But if you call all these businesses around you, like in this area right here, I bet there's like hundreds of thousands of businesses in this area. Parking garage structure, you can run ads on that. Yo, if you guys need somewhere safe to store your, let's just say, exotic car, boom, run ads on that, right? There's always people looking to store their exotic cars. What else? Let's just say this apartment building, these lofts over here, their website's kind of outdated. Go in there, you be like, yo, can I update your website, whatever? Yo, I can start running ads for you guys, right? It's gonna be a far shot, but it's worth, getting that rejection and then just changing your pitch and then just coming back and doing it to a different business. But all these businesses, and I'm pretty sure most of these guys are not running ads, so you can start a marketing agency and run ads for them essentially. So SMMA, I'm gonna rank that A+ tier, amazing. I recommend you guys start it if you have any experience with like meta ads, Facebook ads, or you're like a really like analytical person and you just like, I don't know, you just like being that middleman essentially. You don't have to start the business. You don't have to be out there in the field actually recording videos for the company, right? Being an editor, all you want to do is get the stuff and then run ads and then boom, take your percentage. So SMMA, A+ tier. Let's go. Now for the number 4th thing, we have reselling. I know you guys probably thought this was coming, and as you guys see, it is coming. And with reselling, you guys know how that goes. You buy a product. Now there's multiple ways to resell. I know, oh my gosh, bro, don't get me started. So you can either be a fake reseller, resell fake stuff, which I don't recommend, but if you want to do that, hey, go ahead. You could be like a high ticket reseller. So you could resell like high-end clothing, high-end sneakers, chrome hearts, exclusive like Balenciaga. It's like high ticket stuff that costs like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $10,000. Or you could be like a regular reseller. You resell shoes. When some Jordans drop, you go get them from the store. You find used shoes, clean them up, and then sell them for like $50 profit. You could do that type of reselling. There's multiple ways to resell. You can resell vintage clothes, but at the end of the day, reselling is reselling. It's all the same thing. All you're doing is taking a product that already exists, and then you're just marking up the price and you're taking the difference between that, right? So let's say you find a pair of shoes, or your mom has a pair of shoes that she doesn't want to wear anymore. Mom, let me sell those for you. Boom. You post them on Grailed, Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, Facebook Marketplace. Somebody buys them, you take that $100, you reinvest it. You go buy some used shoes. You clean those used shoes up, you sell them for $300. Boom. Take a $200 profit, reinvest it, reinvest it, reinvest it, reinvest it. That's what I did when I first started out my business. I was reselling old shoes and old clothes that I didn't wear anymore, my dad didn't wear anymore, my mom didn't wear anymore, cleaning those up, and then I was reselling them and I was just taking the profit, right? And then I started going to thrift stores. I started buying, you know, let's just say old Bape t-shirts, old Supreme, old Nike t-shirts, vintage Nike, whatever I could find, right? And posting it every single day, grinding, making that money, right? And then I just kept reinvesting, and then eventually got to a point where this is how I started my company name, right? Grailed Locker. I was selling high-end items, so essentially grails, right? I was selling off-whites. I was selling, you know, like some luxury items, this high-end shoes, right? That cost a lot of money, essentially. So that's how I got the name Grailed. And then Locker, I don't know, I was reselling shoes, so I guess Foot Locker essentially. So I just combined the two. Boom, Grailed Locker, oh my gosh, right? So that's how I got the name Grailed Locker. But yeah, if you are gonna resell, be careful. There's a lot of fake stuff out there. So if you do plan on reselling like authentic items, just know you have to be super careful because there's so many like fakes out there, and you're gonna have to deal with that. That's just how it is. Everybody's selling fake stuff now, so just be careful with that. But if you do want to resell, I definitely do recommend it. But when you'll get to a point where you'll have to either make the decision to either scale up like crazy or just like kind of like move on essentially. And I just chose the path to move on to something that's more profitable, like starting my own product line, so that way I can be in control of everything and not relying on Nike, the market, and all these other factors, right? I decided to start my own business. So reselling, I'll probably give it a C tier. It's really good in the beginning, you know, if you're just like a beginner getting started, learning how to make money, learning how to do sales, learning customer service, all that is pretty good. But in the long term, definitely would recommend you either scale up and go crazy. You have like a plug that can get you like 50 pairs at one time, and you're just boom, 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 selling them like that. Or you just move on to whatever else your heart desires, essentially. Okay, now for this last side hustle, this may be a little bit controversial, just because not everybody's able to do this, but I would just tell you guys to find some way to make money online, whether that's going on Fiverr or Upwork, you know, becoming a graphic designer. If you want to be a video editor, whatever you want to do that. Or you can become a, what is it called? 3, 2, there we go. An affiliate marketer. So let's say I have a clothing brand, which I do, Grailed Locker, and I need help selling my t-shirts. Then I'm gonna call you. Yo bro, you have 50,000 followers. Let's do something. Every single sale you get for me using this code, I'll give you $20. So if you get 10 sales from me, boom, $200 right there. So you can be an affiliate marketer, you could be an influencer. You know, if you want to do YouTube, if you want to do Instagram, if you want to do whatever you want to do, find a way to grow off that and then charge people for whatever you do. So for me, example, I could start selling a course, which I am currently working on. It will be launched pretty soon here. There's multiple ways to make money online. There's so many ways. Guys, just sit down, think, ask ChatGPT after you finish watching this video, ask ChatGPT, type in, hey, I'm 13, my name is Connor, I like drawing, and I'm trying to find some ways to make money online, but I'm not too sure. You know, I watched calithekid's YouTube video. He gave me some ideas, but I just need like a few more to really help me start and to really get the gears spinning in my head. Boom, ChatGPT is gonna be like, yo, you can do this, X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. Try this out, try this out, try this out. You guys have the resources, use them. They're all readily available to you. I just want to come in here and tell you guys like the top few that I recommend that ChatGPT is gonna tell you regardless. I'd rather I just tell you and be authentic and honest about it. But yeah, there's so many guys, there's so many ways to just make money, bro. It's absolutely insane. The people who made this, money. The people who made my t-shirt, me, money. My manufacturer made money. The person who made this camera that I'm recording off of, money. The tripod that I'm using, money. The lounge chairs back there, money. The window company, money. Like everything, the concrete right here, concrete company, money, 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 right? So there's so many ways to make money. You just gotta find your own style, your own wave, your own lane. Don't just do something just because I said, yo, you can make a lot of money with this. Okay, I'm gonna go do it. No, because the minute you hit a roadblock, you're gonna be like, I don't wanna do this anymore, I'm giving up. Because you're gonna give up really easily, right? So make sure that if you are gonna choose something, go 100% all in. Do not give up, because if you give up and you wanna start something new, that's like playing basketball for 5 years and then quitting basketball and starting soccer. Whole new sport. You're gonna be a bench warmer. You're not getting any playing time. You're starting as a blank slate, a blank, fresh, white piece of paper. So if you are going to start something, make sure that you take the time, research it, understand what it is, watch TikTok videos, watch YouTube videos, talk to ChatGPT about it. Talk to everybody about it. Talk to your parents, everybody. And make sure it's what you want to do. I'm not saying you have to stay dedicated to everything forever, but make sure that you like it enough so that way once a problem occurs, you have enough motivation, drive, interest in that business that you'll figure it out. Whatever's going wrong, you'll figure it out. So let's say with sneaker reselling, you keep getting a whole bunch of fake stuff in and it's irritating. You're gonna figure a way out. You're gonna figure out a way to find a new, let's just say, find a new method of getting more shoes, right? So that way you can stop getting scammed and sending it back and wasting time and money, right? Let's say you start a clothing brand and you cannot find any way to kind of scale it up. You're struggling to get sales. You're gonna find a way. Hey, if I send this to X, Y, and Z influencer, if I start posting more videos on TikTok and Instagram, I can figure it out, right? If you day trade, yo, I'm negative. I keep losing. Okay, let me sit there, back test my trades. Let me understand my psychology, X, Y, and Z, right? Let me understand myself. Then you're gonna fix it and make more money. So you need to have enough passion, drive, motivation, discipline to be able to, once you have like a problem, you just be able to go in there and fix it. Don't sit there and I'll do it tomorrow, because every time you put it off and wait, there's people like me that's on TikTok, on Instagram, posting like 30 videos a day. So you're competing with people like me who want this, bro, who's hungry for it. So you have to be 100% all in on what you do. I'm not saying, like I said earlier, you do not have to stick with it for the rest of your life, but you need to have enough drive to see some level of success with it, bro. Like there's so much money, bro. If you can at least, you guys can at least make $1,000. At least $1,000 with your clothing brand, day trading. You can at least make $1,000. There's so much money in this world. There's no way that you're not making it. You feel me? There's no way that you're not making it. So, with that being said, I believe in all you guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe on my video because I'm trying to get to 100K subscribers. I'm gonna try to post it every single day. I'm locked in. Let's go. 2026. Let's go. My main goal for 2026 was like just be more authentic, be more myself, because I don't have any problem with being consistent. My business is doing pretty good. We're gonna keep scaling that up, keep going crazy, keep dropping more stuff. But my main problem is that I'm just too like reserved. I act like too like, yo guys, like I was gonna show like my true personality, because if you guys meet me in person, you guys know how energetic, happy I am all the time, right? So I just want to show that to you guys like on the camera, on social media, and stop being so like reserved and boring, because you guys don't watch me because of that. You guys watch me because I'm entertaining, I'm fun, you know, I have a lifestyle, whatever, right? So with that being said, I believe in all you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, go shop my brand, growlocker.com, first thing in bio. Follow my Instagram, calithekid. Let's go. Love y'all. Peace.